This is a stimulus update and daily news report. Got some important update to share with you with the recession on the brink of happening in the economy. One reporter asked the White House this question.
You said here the president's plans are going to lower costs, they're going to get inflation down, but the president's been giving us that message for more than a year, basically without much success. So is it time for a pivot?
I'll play you the response and the full video clip of what was said there. Joe Manchin getting praise from Republicans again for a potential Medicare Social Security cut. Let you know what's going on there. Also, less than 24 hours until direct payments up to $4,194 going out, and 2 days left to claim monthly payments worth up to $12,000, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more daily straight to the point updates on matters that financially matter to you. And just 2 days left until I pick the winners for the $200 checks. Details down in the description below. So let's get into it here. Manchin's call for Social Security Medicare deal stokes GOP optimism. So once again, Manchin sort of going against his party, getting praise from the GOP. This time around, basically the Democrats want to have Social Security Medicare funded forever, and then the Republicans want to revisit it every 5 years. More or less, that's how I would break it down. So what Manchin said here, I'll give you what he said, and then I'll let you know what the Republicans are saying. So if we don't look at the trust funds that are going bankrupt, whether they be Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, Highway, all the ones, there are tremendous problems right now. So basically, Manchin's comments are in stark contrast to recent Democratic attacks hammering GOP proposals for Social Security and Medicare in the final campaign stretch before Election Day, and it's a shift that has drawn some early positive reaction from Republicans. So basically, a lot of Democrats are attacking the Republicans, saying Republicans are going to cut Social Security and Medicare, which is not entirely true, or it's actually not really true at all. They want to do something else. Just, I'm playing devil's advocate here. I like to stay neutral, give you the facts. So, to be clear, Republicans are not going to cut Medicare and Social Security. It's kind of a play on words here. And now the Republican response to Joe Manchin going against the big attack right before the midterm elections, or actually midterm elections are today. Here's what Republicans are saying. I gladly welcome any Democrat who puts aside partisan fear-mongering to work with us to ensure Medicare and Social Security return to solvency. Representative Kevin Hern from Oklahoma. And then as a longtime advocate of protecting Social Security and Medicare, Representative Smucker looks forward to working with his colleague to save and strengthen both programs. So yeah, just to be clear again, I think it's just a election tactic that Democrats are saying that the Republicans are going to cut Social Security Medicare. Not entirely true, or it's not true at all, as I mentioned before. So yeah, it looks like Joe Manchin getting some praise, as Joe Manchin kind of in the middle here. Between the Democrats and Republicans again. Speaking of Social Security, less than 24 hours until direct payments of up to $4,194 being mailed out. Will you get a check before Thanksgiving? So basically, Social Security checks coming November 9th. That is tomorrow, less than 24 hours. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th, and the amount is basically the same as the month before. The COLA has not been approved, or it has not gone into effect until January of 2023. So yeah, expect the payment tomorrow, November 9th, if your birthday is between the 1st and the 2nd, or first and the 10th, and it's the usual check. $4,194 up here is just the highest that you could get, assuming you check all the boxes for Social Security. And then when it comes to the White House brushes off recession fears as soaring inflation continues. So I think this reporter asked the same question that we've been thinking this whole time, constantly hearing, oh, it's transitory, it's under control, doing everything we can, things are going to get better, but what is actually going on? Take a look at this video clip.
Thanks, Green. On the economy, you said here the president's plans are going to lower costs, they're going to get inflation down, but the president's been giving us that message for more than a year, basically without much success. So is it time for a pivot?
So I disagree. with that not having much success, because if you look at the president's policies as it relates to, for example, the gas prices, the president took bold actions, as you've heard us say. You know, he tapped into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, which is a historic action. And because of that, and it has been proven by data that that action that he took has brought gas prices down by $1.25. And that's because he took action. Again, that's lowering costs during this really global challenge that we're currently seeing with inflation. Almost every country across the globe is dealing with this global challenge. So that's an action that he took. Inflation Reduction Act, again, only Democrats, congressional Democrats voted for that. It's going to lower the cost of energy. It's going to lower healthcare premiums. Again, action that this president took to make sure that we were dealing with issues that really, truly matter to the American people. We understand that Americans are feeling a little bit of a squeeze right now, and we get that. The president gets that from his growing up personally, and so the work is not going to stop. But if you talk about what congressional Republicans, if we are having an honest conversation here and talk about what Republicans are going to do, which is actually, if they want to repeal Inflation Reduction Act, that is increasing inflation. If they want to get rid of Medicare and Social Security, that's taking something away from the American people that is popular and that they need.
But it seems open-ended. There's no end. There's going to, in the future, at some point, inflation is going to come down. We're still seeing inflation at 8.2%, near 40-year highs, and core inflation is still rising.
Well, we have seen actually that's not what we have seen from the data. The data has shown that we are seeing some easing in inflation. That is what we have seen from the most recent pieces of data, and that is important to note. We're not saying that inflation is not an issue for the American people, but if you look at the GDP, if you look at CPI, if you look at the data that we all look at, all economists take a really keen eye on these pieces of information, we are seeing inflation easing. Now, do we need to do more work? Absolutely. Is the president going to continue to do everything that he can to lower costs for the American people? Yes.
What are your thoughts on that? Can there be more done to help out the economy? Can there be more done to help out Americans who are struggling on a daily basis, barely able to pay for food, utilities, rent, as well as other living costs that are skyrocketing at the moment? Should there be more help for them? Let me know your thoughts on that. Speaking of help going out, 2 days left to claim monthly direct payments worth $12,000 in total from $2 million pot. See who's eligible. This is going on in Alexandria, Virginia, and it's open to residents, but the deadline is tomorrow, November 9th. So if you live in Alexandria, Virginia, applications were October 31st and they closed yesterday, but I guess the payments are going to start going out. All right, wait, it says the deadline is November 9th. Yeah. Sorry, okay, so the last day is to November 9th at 11:59 p.m. Sorry about that. I got confused with the numbers. Okay, so yeah, that's what's going on if you live in Alexandria, Virginia. $500 per month for 24 months going on there. Applications still open until tomorrow night. Anyways, hopefully you have a great rest of your day. If you want to check out if you want to see my daughter Bella's tip of the day, here it is.
Oh, sorry guys, I didn't see this. Can I tell you something? What I want to do is go to the moon. I need to go to the moon. Never mind. What do you want? Tell me in the comments below and see what you want. If you want to do something, then accomplishment. Do what you want, because that after you get too old to not do what you want. Oh, bye. The moon. Bye.
Sorry, brain is a little foggy today, having a little hard time. Hopefully your day is going a little better than mine. I got a lot going on. So it looks like the surgery for my ankle is on November 23rd. Couldn't move that sooner. That's the earliest it could be. And so just going to prepare for that. And yeah, just rest it up as usual. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. If you want to check out any of my other videos, my other channels, click right up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.